Home prices continue to rise across Northwest Arkansas. Many families are finding it harder to afford a place of their own. 5 News reporter Jada Daniels shows us how an organization is now working to close that gap and open the door to home ownership in Springdale.
For many families in Northwest Arkansas, owning a home is becoming less of a reality and more of a challenge.
It's something that everyone has to have. It's housing, a roof over your head, and it's really important.
As the cost of housing continues to climb, the gap between what people earn and what homes cost is only getting wider, with rent increasing in the last 5 years by 50% and the median home starting around $400,000. Bring It Home has created Arkansas's first land trust, creating the Hideaway Community.
Really important part of living in your community, and so I think that being able to provide access to affordable homeownership, which helps build wealth across generations, is really important to be able to expand access to our community.
Leaders say that access is critical, not just for stability, but for building long-term wealth in stronger communities.
What is actually available on the market and what the average family in our community can afford. As things keep getting more expensive, like you mentioned, housing is one of those fixed costs that's not going to go down anymore. So it's one of the kind of tools in the housing toolbox that we need to kind of start implementing in order to address a wider homeownership issue in Northwest Arkansas.
That growing disconnect is why new programs are focused on expanding opportunities and making home ownership more realistic for working families. And for those ready to take that step, the process to apply is now open to those who fall below the Arkansas housing income median of about $58,000.
Qualification role, so we will be offering these homes to households making 80% or less of area median income. And so that's kind of like our basis for qualification to be a part of the Community Land Trust homeownership. These homes have been appraised at $250,000, but we'll be selling to those qualified buyers for $160,000 each.
Macadara tells me the goal is to create more than just homes, but opportunities, helping more people put down roots right here in Northwest Arkansas. Jada Daniels, 5 News.
All right, Jada, thanks. Fort Smith and Sebastian County leaders sharing when the new 911 dispatch center will be operational. We told you the plans to combine dispatch services and bring them to a single facility started back in 2022. In January, the River Valley Communications Center became the Fort Smith 911 Center, carved out of the Fort Smith Police Department. River Valley Communications Director Wes Milam says this July, everything will be fully unified in the Fort Smith Center.
The idea behind this is to increase efficiency and to reduce the amount of time that it takes in order to get the help to people that call for it. When we come into a consolidated center, from Sebastian County Sheriff, Fort Smith, Greenwood, Barling, Lavaca, Central City, Bonanza, Hackett, Huntington, all of these municipalities within Sebastian County, we will be dispatching police fire from that one center.
The official consolidation of 911 services set to take effect the first week of July. Well, tonight the president says a new executive order will direct the government to pay TSA agents nationwide. It comes as a partial government shutdown over funding for the Department of Homeland Security is now in its 6th week. Jason Allen has the latest now from Houston.
As Melissa Gates waited to make it through security at Houston's Bush Airport, she said she could have driven to Baton Rouge, Louisiana in less time.
I'm going to miss my flight, and there's no available flights for 24 hours, it says.
As he waited, James Person focused on the impasse over funding the Department of Homeland Security, which has left TSA officers without pay.
I just really upset with Congress for not doing their job to fund DHS so we can get rid of this mess.
With record-long wait times at U.S. airports, Congress has been under pressure to fund the Department of Homeland Security ahead of its upcoming spring recess. Amid the growing number of sick calls, Homeland Security says close to 500 TSA officers have walked off the job.
It's pretty much a disaster, especially financially.
Many, like Greg Jones, are bracing for a second missed paycheck Friday if Congress doesn't reach a deal.
We're political pawn pieces or something. It feels like all of our lives are being messed with.
The Senate leader said if there's no budget deal, members of Congress would likely have to stay in Washington to keep negotiating. Jason Allen, CBS News, Houston.